What's going on, y'all? Let's check out this video that's apparently about Asmongold defending himself. Let's see what's going down, man. I like Asmongold's content, even though I know he gets a lot of hate.
It begins with Asmongold responding to growing backlash around comments he made about migrants and fraud. According to the posts circulating, people were already calling for him to be banned, accusing him of going too far with how he framed the issue. Instead of backing off, he leans into it. In the clip being shared, he pushes back hard against the criticism. He argues that people aren't engaging with what he's actually saying, claiming they're misrepresenting his points instead. From his perspective, he's calling out fraud and believes that's being twisted into something else entirely. He goes further, saying this is a pattern, that people regularly try to get him banned, and that it's tied to bigger disagreements around politics, immigration, and culture.
That's insane coming from Hassan, too. That's why Hassan is really trying to get him banned. After all the stuff that he's been saying and doing recently, yeah, that's nasty work.
The tone is blunt, confrontational, and unapologetic, the kind of delivery that's been a big part of why he's built such a large audience in the first place. At the same time, it's exactly that tone that fuels the backlash, sharing in the following.
Hard to get me banned? Are they going to try and get me banned again? For what? What's it for?
It's nasty. The whole trying to get somebody banned thing is foul. Super foul. Thank you, Katarina. Gifted a membership. I appreciate the heck out of that. Thank you for the support. Real talk, I appreciate that.
This time, Twitch banned me for saying Zionist animals. What is this? A solution to deal with migrants in America? Sitting in Cuba, the hotel room. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Like they're gonna try all the time, right? But like the reason why they do that is that they're not willing to engage what I'm saying in good faith. So instead of that, they have to resort to attacking something that I didn't say. The clipper admitted that was, wait, the clipper admitted it was out of context? Wait, what? No, the people committing fraud weren't even migrants? What is this here? If he cared about fraudsters, why not focus on the biggest fraudster? It's Donald Trump. What does Donald Trump have to do with it? Like, I mean, are they committing fraud or not? I mean, obviously, like, I mean, overwhelmingly, a lot of these people that do this fraud are like from immigrant communities. It's obvious that this is the case. I mean, really, you just look at the videos, you look at the listings, you look at everything. It's obvious that these are the people that are doing it. I mean, it's not. So what is it? They're mad that that I said that we have to get rid of the parasites that are in the country that are scamming people. Yeah, I think it's true.
The fact that they feel that they could tell you who you need to be calling out while ignoring the fraud that's going on is crazy. That's wild.
I'm going to vote for whoever does it too. I think everybody else should.
He does seem very unbothered though. Like non-affected by it.
The reason why they're getting mad at me for saying this is because I'm one of the only people that's saying it. That's the reason why. Called me for saying Zionist animals. It's because you're just talking about Jews, man. It's so obvious. This is it. I mean, like, if there's any denial, like the thing is that with Hassan, there used to be like a level of deniability, but like whenever you say that things are Israeli, like whenever Ethan is doing something and everything that's Israeli just happens to overlap one for one with a Jewish stereotype, it doesn't really leave a lot to the imagination. They try this. The thing is that, like, again, they try this every week. They try to get me banned. Every week they try to get me banned. Somali Americans calls them all burdens to society and criminal.
On one side, critics are quick to call it out. Some say the tone has escalated compared to previous clips, pointing to what they see as increasingly extreme language. Others argue that even if he frames it as calling out fraud, the way he generalizes groups crosses a line. For them, this isn't just a disagreement. It's something they view as harmful or unacceptable.
The way he generalizes? What? Hassan be generalizing like crazy. We just watched a Hassan video on live stream where that's all he did was generalize.
There's also frustration around consistency. Some people highlight what they see as contradictions or shifting messaging, saying the tone changes depending on the situation, which makes it harder to take the arguments at face value. On the other side, supporters push back just as strongly. They argue that his points are being taken out of context and that critics are focusing on phrasing rather than the core issue he's trying to raise. From their perspective, this is another example of someone being targeted for saying something controversial rather than something untrue. Some go even further, claiming that criticism of him is often exaggerated or based on misrepresentation attention and that people are trying to shut him down rather than debate him. And then there's a third layer, people who aren't fully on either side. These are the ones stepping back and saying the situation is more complicated than it looks. They caution against immediately jumping to conclusions, pointing out that clips like this can spread fast without full context. Instead of celebrating backlash or defending everything outright, they're calling for a more measured approach. Look at the full discussion, not just the viral moment. Thoughts as an experienced Call of Duty player in Crimson Desert.
It's us ordinary folk who are paying the...
You should want to evaluate the full situation before just going based off of like a little nano clip. Especially on social media, people will purposely try to clip things out of context to make whatever, I guess you could say, narrative that they want to spread. They'll try to make it seem like it's true. So yeah, I definitely think that that's pretty foul. You should try to evaluate everything fully. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. Hey, what's up, Nolan? How you doing? Try my angle. How are you?
price.
The news begins circulating that only Fangs 3, the next iteration of the streamer-driven WoW Hardcore project, has been delayed. The update is tied to Soda Poppin, who reportedly shared in the community Discord that the project wouldn't be launching as expected, sharing in the following.
Soda Poppin had made an announcement. By the way, we're not doing only Fangs this time around. We're going to delay it and wait for another time when it feels not forced. TBC Hardcore just seems unviable for new players. I think it could be good overall for sweats, but I'm not seeing it for OnlyFangs. In terms of doing a smaller event, I'm going to pass that on. I'm going to pass on that. It's either a big event or none at all. And for now, I'm just going to let it rest and wait for Classic Plus and see what they say there. I'll be announcing soon that we're not doing OnlyFangs, but I couldn't care less if you guys talked about it publicly that we're not going to do it. Now, if y'all want to do an event of your own, by all means, I'm going to do variety for a few months, and I'd imagine just wait for another.
On one side, you've got people agreeing with the delay. They argue that hardcore TBC is too punishing, especially early on, and that it doesn't create the kind of fun, chaotic moments that made previous OnlyFangs events work. For them, delaying is the smart move. Better to wait and do it right than force something that doesn't fit. Others take a more competitive stance, with experienced players claiming that hardcore TBC is
only Fang games. Oh no, that'd be wild. Only Fang games sound crazy. So, just because of the only in the beginning, that just doesn't have a good reputation, you know. After the other page.
Actually better than vanilla, and that the issue isn't the mode, it's whether players are prepared for it. In their eyes, the format works fine, just not for everyone. Then there's the speculation crowd. These are the ones focused less on gameplay and more on timing and strategy. They believe the delay isn't just about viability, it's about aligning with bigger announcements, maximizing hype cycles, and coordinating with the wider WoW ecosystem. Whether that's true or not isn't confirmed, but it spreads fast. And finally, there's the crowd focused on influence and credit. Some argue that figures like Mizkif helped build OnlyFangs into what it is, and that decisions like this are part of a bigger ecosystem of streamers shaping trends, not just reacting to them. Lacey was invited by the NCAA, expecting free courtside tickets or a private suite, only to end up with nosebleed seats.
How do I go from playing Fortnite in my bedroom to NCAA inviting me out to a private suite at a March Madness game? You know how insane that is? Right here, 312. What seat number are we?
27-28, I think.
This is my seat? Hold on, man. What's that? Keep going, bro. These are my seats. I'm watching Ant.
I would have, still been appreciative, but those ain't like the best seats in the house. I remember one time when I was a kid, they invited me and a group of other kids, like in our school, to go to a WNBA basketball game. I remember everyone was like, oh, hype. Like, yeah, man, we get to go. We had food from the concession stands, and it was nosebleed. We get there. We like the only people in the entire stadium. I got up and walked to the front. I was like, psh. Took my hot dogs and nachos, walked all the way to the front, bro. I'm talking about I'm next to the coach, damn near. I one more row, I would have been on the bench with them. They would have thought I was about to go and play. No one was there. It was like us and 5 other people. I was like, damn, WNBA sucks. How old was I? I think I was like in 4th, 5th grade. But that was funny. Everyone else from my class, they got up and came to the front with me like, well, if nobody's saying nothing. I think the security seen us too. He was like, yeah, who cares, bro? Ain't nobody here.
I thought I was gonna be on courtside or in a suite. I'm in a fucking nosebleeds.
Whatever.
They put me at the.
He probably clickbaiting though, guys, because like he's known for doing that. Like he'll do something that might get backlash or get clipped up and shown. Meanwhile, he really is in the suite, probably like down the hall. He just found some section at the top nosebleed so he could pretend that this is him. Yeah, a lot of streamers do stuff like this. Ain't a big deal either way. The tickets were free. Did it come with concession stuff? Like when I was a kid, they gave us the concession tickets where we could get the free nachos and hot dog. I'm chilling. Give me that. I don't care. If I get free movie theater tickets and it's in the back, that's why I prefer to be in a movie theater for sure anyway. But if it's for a whack movie, I'm going to shut up and eat my nachos and catch some rest. The best sleep I've had is in movie theaters. Just rest my eyes.
It doesn't even get higher than this.
Why'd you get
Hey, what's up, Computer Blue? How you doing?
those tickets? Oh my god, you could have been down there.
Yeah, I thought, I'm gonna be honest, I got invited to the game. I thought I was gonna be down there, but apparently I'm in the nosebleeds.
All the way in the back. Bro, no, I knew his voice sounded way too familiar.
If he was in a suite, they still look like ants. None of those suites are anywhere close to the court. He's just complaining to get content.
Was that a
Why is he
suite?
so popular? Not good looking, not charismatic, high-pitched voice, annoying. Why does Jens make the most random
I thought a
people
suite
famous?
was,
Charlie Kirk,
Griffin.
Andrew Tate, Nick Fuentes. This guy. Is there really no one
I went to the suite in the Jets game. That game was nice. I don't care how far it was from the game. I was not watching that game, bro. I promise you, me and my boys, this is when I was in a group home. They gave us like tickets to go to the Jets game. And we had like the suite. Like we was really in the suites with like the owners and whatnot. Man, I was tearing that food up. I never heard of a lobster sandwich in my life until I went there. And I got buffalo wings, was delicious. Until one of the kids had to mess it up trying to fight. So we had to leave early. But I was tearing the food up. I didn't even care about the game.
better they can look up to? The burnt peanut loses it over the aisle
Food
bug.
looking like
that guy.
Where's Hutch going?
I do. Yeah, Hutch, you're in the
Hutch, where are you going?
I did the same thing in the Yankee Stadium suites.
Wait, what's happening?
Tearing food up.
Wait.
In
Here's
the
something-
arms
Oh,
of
bye, Hutch.
the angels.
Hi, Hutch. Hi, guys. Had enough of this world.
That's crazy.
Time for me to go on.
That's crazy.
Time for me to be bigger than anything that you could ever imagine.
Rest in peace!
That's funny as hell. That was funny. Niggas are singing in the arms of an angel. Sad ass song. What's the other sad song they be playing when they want you to adopt a pet? Trouble. Oh, trouble, trouble. Like, my man. I'm not donating. Stop singing with the raspy, sad voice. I'm okay. He said, came a rapture. That drink uplifted him. Like, nigga, Jesus was like, come with me, my child. Just lift up. Bring you to the heavens. And nigga tried to Enoch his ish. That's crazy. My bad. He's living. In closing, the Asmongold stuff, I think that is pretty messed up that they be trying to cancel him on an everyday basis, but that usually happens when you're a content creator that doesn't want to follow the herd. How do I know? I'm a content creator that doesn't follow the herd. And people just want to I guess you could say, bully you mentally into conforming and just copying whatever the heck narrative that they want you to push. They got people like Hassan that just do it for the money, though. So, like, you ain't got to do no kind of manipulative thing. He's all in it for the green. But tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit that hype button. And if you want to check out a, channel that's more personal and about me, check out my last community post and subscribe to that channel.